PJ. Or maybe your thing is drawing. Artistic side is on a roll, whether digitally or traditional, ne? Traditional, like this here. And we have also, what's his name? Nati, do you have your thing here? You didn't bring it. Nati does, what do you call that again? Embroidering. This beautiful work of embroidering, which, by the way, he started to teach on Saturdays. So, whichever one of these projects, it's not only for you to enjoy. And those of you who are here for the first time, you're going to hear the coordinators, the mentors, shortly speaking about it and explaining to you what each and every one of them do. Maybe you're into uniforce. Uniforce is like the supporting work as well as the first aid and the social work which the YPG does. Maybe you like that, you're into that. Or the universities project. This year, we had many who were involved in the universities helping with the tutoring. Maybe you want to help with tutoring, or maybe you need tutoring. The universities project is there to assist you. I think I'm now breaking it down way too much. I want the mentors to come. Who's gonna go first? We're gonna start like this. So arts and culture goes first. All right, then where's the other mic? Can you bring the other mic? Can we just put a little bit, just a little bit of speed in the work here? A little bit of speed. So, Assistant Anesihle, explain to us about the work of the arts and culture.
So the work of the arts and culture, as you know, it's the slogan of arts and culture is the art of saving. So arts and culture comprises of singers, which are called the vocals, which I'm part of, and we have drama, we have poetry, we have drawing arts, as you can see down here. One of our artists drew that. And also, if you're into music production, maybe you want to learn how to make beats, or you're a rapper, we also have that in arts and culture. So
okay.
That's it in short.
What is needed for someone to join? What if, let's say, I want to learn how to produce music and I don't know how to do it? What's the requirement?
The requirement is just for you to show up. We just need you. The rest shall follow. We shall teach you.
When and where?
Every Saturday here, Park Station, just here in the YPG office at 12:30.
12:30.
Yep.
Okay, and then these sweets here, who's it for?
For the people who are joining.
Okay, I'm joining. Okay, that's all. What about the instruments? Are you guys still teaching the drums?
We have a drummer who's willing to teach, and also guitar will be coming back. Guitar classes.
Who's interested in joining? Who's interested in learning in arts and culture? Who of you say, PJ, this year I was engaged in one project and I wanted to learn another project? Let's see. Oh, Don, bye-bye to soccer then. What do you want to learn, Don? Arts and culture. What do you want to learn in arts and culture? Guitar. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you really need to learn. Any other questions you can ask Assistant Anesihle is going to.
Any questions? Maybe you're not sure. Maybe you can sing deep down. It's okay. Come. We'll help. We'll discover it.
She has a question here. Let me ask her, or allow her to ask.
What if you can't sing but you want to join vocals?
Come. We'll tune it. Don't worry.
Okay.
So yeah.
They're promising to make miracles. They are promising to make miracles. This is going to be funny.
What if, I can hear my, okay. What if you are able to write songs and poetry, but you're not interested really in singing, or what?
Then you can write for us songs that we can sing here in the YPG.
Can I show you a sample?
Yeah, after you can bring it.
All right.
I shall see it. No
Sweet.
problem.
All right.
Here's a question.
Any other question? We've got another one here. We've got another one here. What's up?
Do you teach piano?
Unfortunately, not yet, but it's in the course.
Okay.
But you're more than welcome to come through. We'll make a way.
She said we'll make a way. That's her. I've got someone else here. What's his question?
So when you're a rapper, when you join, is the producer that gives you the beats? And no?
Is it the producer gives you the
Like,
beats?
do you got a producer who can produce beats?
Yes, we do. We have Wayne who helps out with beats. Yeah.
Okay, so
Is it your first time?
Yeah, it's my first time.
Welcome. What's your name? Nice to meet you, TK. I'm PJ. Nice to meet you. Talking about rapping. And I didn't need a beat.
Yes.
Are we done? Any other question? None. We good. Okay, can we move on to media? Who's going to do media? Assistant Tammy and Assistant Melissa. Talk to us.
Hi guys.
Don't forget those who are online. Which camera are we supposed to look at? That one. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So don't forget those who are online. Don't forget to acknowledge them. Because they also have to do the same thing. They also have to do the same thing. They might not do it at the exact same extension as we have here, but they also have to do the same thing. They have the ability to do so. Go ahead. Acknowledge them and acknowledge those who are here, please.
Hi YPG, hello guys who are connected online. So this is media, as you can see, right? And in media I'm gonna speak about one of the things that we're doing, which is journalism and presenting. So if you are good at speaking, like public speaking, or you're good at writing, we have journalism and presenting for that. So you learn how to present in front of the camera, how to report and all of that. And then Melissa.
Hi everyone. Hi. So I'm going to share the other categories we have in media. So we have your graphic design. So if you guys are interested in like designing stuff, you're interested in Photoshop, in Illustrator, that kind of stuff, you know, that's what we do. And then we also have videography. So if you're a person where like, you know, vlogs are your thing, editing is your thing, we've got you in media. You understand? And one thing for those who are tuned in and those who are also sitting here is don't forget the Unlocked and Viable Clock. Those contents all start by learning something in media. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yes, question.
I'm here for the question. I'm here. Amara, you arts and culture. Yes, Joe. Yes, Tiger. So Chihuahua here.
The question I had is, what if you don't know how to edit photos and videos?
You see, that's what media is for. You don't come expecting, we don't expect perfection. We expect you to come as you are. The more you are willing, the more you will learn. So if you're willing to just come, the rest, you'll see 3 months. I'm not saying you'll be a professional, but like 3 months, just know you'll know your things.
Okay, by the way, they requested if you guys online also have a question, you can send it in the comment section. They're going to follow it up here shortly. I had another question here, this side. Hands behind your back.
What if you're a YouTuber, but then you have low followers? Can you help with the followers?
We can't promise that, eh? We can't promise that. But okay, we can give you our support. But it depends, okay, YouTuber doing what? Like, what are you?
Pranking people.
Melissa, I don't think. We can give you the support though. Maybe we can teach you how to edit your videos. That's another thing that Melissa didn't speak about.
Right, Zwana. Does comedy fall into the media?
We can teach you to edit the video, but comedy.
No,
you speak
comedy.
about
I can teach you comedy, but then, yeah, like, you know, but does it fall into media? Comedy. Stand-up comedy.
Doesn't fall under media. It goes into arts and culture.
Oh, what's in car? Oh, okay.
Thank you. Anyone else has a question for the media guys to answer? Anyone, if you guys have it online, feel free to ask. They're online. I need to hurry up. My time is limited. The mentors will have another conference shortly. Yes, Izwe.
I don't have a question. I would like more I'd like more elaboration on the journalism, presentation type, that part of the media. That's what I'd like more elaboration on.
Okay. So you see, journalism, let me start with journalism. You're writing, we have something called, like in movies, whereby you're writing a script. So when you're doing maybe movies, you're creating movies and stuff like that, you need someone to direct, write down what is happening at the beginning, scene one, what are we including, the costumes, what are the people going to wear. So it's a lot of writing and planning. I can say with journalism it's like that. And then just knowing your characters and so forth. Then with presenting, it's basically what we're doing here. Presenting is basically what we're doing. We have people who present in the news and stuff like that. that also falls under our presenting in media. Hope I answered your question.
You have a question?
Yes, I do. In media, can you join just for journalism and presenting and not having to do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's nice to know bits of everything. Like if you're editing, it's also good for you to have an idea of a photographer. So that when you're editing, you have an idea, okay, lighting, things like that.
Okay, here no one has a question.
Just to add on, I don't think we included it. So we meet at 1 o'clock in the YPG office every Saturday. And we also, you have to be on time because we also go out for practicals. So it's not only just sitting there and only passing the theory to you guys, but we actually go out and we actually do our practicals. And we leave you guys to be limitless.
Yes. And speaking about projects on Saturdays, next week we'll be having a workshop. So it's going to also be online, and then we'll be connected as well, 1 p.m. Yeah.
Tell them online.
Oh, online, guys, online, join.
Okay.
Another thing, guys, just
And the
for you
biscuit I can
guys-
have, no?
Oh, the biscuit, guys, we eat in media. There's food. There are sweets, ne?
They also have sweets.
Join
huh?
Media Fest.
Ah,
No,
but
we
the
gave
sweets
them.
here are nicer.
We gave them sweets.
This chocolate
You know
orange
what
jelly.
happened,
Yo.
We couldn't get the nice.
Secretaries, this is a ladies only conference here. But you are more than welcome to hear about it and their work, which, by the way, next year will be very busy because we're going to divide it into lots of forms and a couple of things which are going to help to control and keep track of all the others. And for all those who are connected, every one of you need to have a secretary. Every branch needs to have a secretary in order for your other work to flow. Please, Irene and Albertine, take it over.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone online. So, guys, have you ever looked for something but could not figure out where you placed it? Answer, guys. Interact. Oh, like, don't you hate it when everything is just a mess? I'm sure we all do, right?
Or what about that number that you took last week and can't remember where you placed it? Right? Or how many of you were in your nation last month?
Do you remember that girl?
I don't. But I know her face. I know her face. I know which nation she's in. But I can't remember where she stays or what's her number.
And you see, that's why you need the Secretary's Project. So the Secretary's Project is everything organization related. So we ensure that everything in the YPG is up to the par.
So in the secretary, if you're someone that likes data capturing, if you're someone that likes to analyze data, even part of the secretary, it's coming up with ideas for other projects, because you'll be taking the report of how many people came for sports this week, how many people came for sports last week. You'll be able to pick up trends within your branch, within your nation. Perhaps you'll find that in your specific branch, a lot of people are coming on a month end, but during the month there's something that's keeping them away. So as a secretary, you'd be able to pick up these trends and share with the person in charge of soccer, of media, to give them feedback, because that's how you grow. You grow from getting feedback. So within secretary work, besides just capturing data, as PJ mentioned, next year we'd be moving everyone over digitally, so not registering with physical forms, but having YPG members registered online. You need to know your youth. You need to know where they are. You need to know if everyone is doing okay or not. And the main thing from secretary work is that, as PJ mentioned, it helps keep everything else organized within your nation, within your branch, and as well within the different projects. So if you like typing, if you like analyzing, if you like creating charts, if you want to learn how to create charts, if you want to incorporate statistics in your analyzing your data, do join the Secretary project. Oh, questions? Sorry.
No, you can't ask a question. It's a females only group, so.
Or
You have a
online,
question?
questions online.
Ilo's got a question. A lady. This one's for ladies only. I said it in English.
When and where do you guys meet?
So we can meet on Saturdays. So even in your branch, we can meet on Saturdays, but generally you don't meet because everything gets submitted to the secretary. So the first thing you need to do is find a secretary in your, as PJ mentioned, every branch should have a main secretary. Nations should have secretary, and the secretary in that nation should have someone assisting them. So basically all the work is submitted online. So you'd be submitting your Excel sheet to the secretary. Hence, there's not really a need for us to physically meet.
Okay, any other question? I have here online, hi YPG fam. We have Bulani here for the first time, and she would like to know if the YPG media has any podcast, hashtag YPG Randburg sourcing all the way. Shout out to you guys. We don't have necessarily a podcast, but we do have our own programs. We have the Unlocked on Thursdays at 7 p.m. And we have the Vibe Clock. If you didn't see the Vibe Clock yesterday, was awesome, in which we had the challenge of the varsities. And Wits won, by the way. Wits won. So some of y'all not even at Wits. You're like, woo! Some of y'all are still grade 9, still gonna pick your subjects, but either way, that's where we have most of our programs. We do a lot of lives every once in a while, and at least once a month probably we're gonna meet, having the hangout more or less like this, so that you guys also have the experience of how the YPG hangout should be. Moving on to the next project, we have the Watchmen as well as the Archangels. Assistant Don Kululego and Assistant Stephanie are going to talk about it. Please take over, ladies, in few words, because we will have to disconnect shortly.
Hi, YPG. Hi, YPG. Okay, so I'm representing the project of archangels. So by a show of hands, how many of you have had a friend here in the YPG that hasn't been coming for a while, and you kind of notice that this person hasn't been coming? Pick up your hand. Everyone look around. Okay, you can put down your hand.
Hi, YPG. How are you? You look tired. So how many of you have a friend at school or at home, or maybe you're in varsity and rest, you want to invite to the YPG, but you don't know how? Show by the raise of hands. Okay, just look around, you can see, right? So basically, that's what we do. We, as the Watchmen, we work with evangelism, but we call it Watchmen. It's like winning souls. And it goes by, you not only go out and evangelize, then okay, you told them the address, they're gonna come tomorrow. What you need to do as a Watchman, you need to follow up, have the number of that person. As you took the number, you need to follow up and check on that person. Okay, are you coming tomorrow? Okay, yes, I'm gonna come. If she says, okay, not today, I'm busy at school, whatever, then you don't just say, okay, then number so you just let go like that. You need to follow up so that the person will see that you are actually interested in actually wanting them to come and join the YPG, to come and see. So it's basically bearing fruit. You need to bear fruit. As much as you see, we have empty chairs in your nations, you might as well have, you had someone in mind, you took a number maybe weeks ago and you never use it. But if you did use it wisely, that number, there won't be empty chairs in your nations. So that's what we do. You need to do follow-ups as a Watchman. You need to, when you evangelize someone, you make sure you take care of that person. You not only bring them to just fill your empty chairs. You bring them so that they grow the same way as you growing in the YPG. Now you have a T-shirt. Especially, everyone is already doing the work of the Watchman. It's just that we just do, and we take the numbers and keep in our nation books and ignore. Then another year will come, we buy another book, and we forget those numbers. But when you're a Watchman, you go through those old books so that you can also bring those who are once with you, which goes back to archangels.
Okay, so again, by a show of hands, those of you that had a friend or friends that was here and is no longer here, pick up your hand. Pick up your hand. Okay, so the way that it would work is that you would bring that contact details to the archangels, to one of us. If you don't know how to contact that person and you've been trying to invite that person back, but that person just isn't coming, and you need the help of archangels, so what we will do, we will take the contact details. Depending on the situation, we will either call the person or literally do house visits. We'll literally go to that person's house to visit them and invite them to come back. So in a nutshell, that is what archangels is. But we also go as far as trying to reach those who are, if you have a friend who's suicidal, who's at home, who's depressed, and is struggling, and you know that this person needs the motivation that you are getting within the YPG, you can come to us and we will organize a house visit for us to literally to go to that person and reach out to that person. So yes, that's Watchmen and Archangels. Thank you.
Thank you.
Questions?
None.
Okay, you can clap. You were about to clap, you can clap. Oh, there's a question there. There's a question there.
Sports.
Oh, sorry, there's a question there.
Sports. Tell them that's not comedy.
Good day, Sanbonan. Ninjan. Nyapil. Okay. Okay, so basically, this is a table for sports, okay? So we just have, there's one interesting that I would like to tell you about. You see, this game here is a game whereby you don't have to look at the opponent with physique, say, yeah, hello, he's big, surely he intimidates me. A smallest person can definitely defeat you this. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about chess. So I don't know how many of you here can play chess like really well. So we've got a lot. Wow. Let me see from the impact. I didn't see anything. Oh, your hands are here, like at least like, okay, nothing this side, nothing. Okay, so look, every Saturdays we do have guys who play chess. I think I tried to play. It's a very tricky game. You need to be very fit for this game. So basically, we've got a lot of guys that you have in the YPG that usually play very, very well. So as I was saying, your opponent in chess doesn't have to be big. A smallest kid can give you a slap and you'll be embarrassed. So we've got other parts of the sports, and our coordinators here will help us.
Okay, guys. So under sports, we don't only have netball and soccer. We've got volleyball, basketball, and what else do we have? Dodgeball. Okay, dodgeball. So we meet every Saturday at 12 o'clock. We meet and practice in Mel Park. So sports, it's not only about winning, who lost, who's the loser, who got 0-1, no. We also do strategies as a team. How do we win as a team? How do we play? How do you stick to your position so that we can match the end goal that everyone will be happy and we win? Yes, so that's sports. Any questions?
Guys, I'm not going to be able to allow everyone to ask because of time, and your mentors need to go shortly, even those online.
Regarding basketball, I once invited a couple of friends over, and then when they went to Mill Park, they saw that the baskets were not proper basketball. If you understand the hoops, they can't do laybacks and stuff like that, and that like demotivated them. They no longer want to come because of that. How are we gonna help fix that?
All right, if they want to suggest a different venue, we'll meet them. Or we've got a venue that we have, then we'll go together there. So don't worry about that.
You are in sports. I'll come to you. She has a question. Okay. Shayla's going to sign it for me because.
I want to know about Natable. Can anyone join Natable even if you are deaf as well?
Even those who cannot hear, the deaf?
Yes,
Can
they
they join?
can join netball. We need Shayla to be there too.
In other words, you'll have to be there. Or Siamtanda, ne? Okay, let me come to Impact. No question. Oh yes, I promised to come to you. I'm so sorry.
Can I ask, is there women football or it's only male? Is soccer? there ladies
we were basically struggling with the number of women, because remember with soccer you can't play with your three, like you need like at least an even number, at least the numbers to be balanced. So so if we have a lot of number, we can do that, because the field is always there. We do go there every Saturday, so if we have more ladies, then the team will be sorted.
If not, then can the lady join the boys?
I beg your pardon?
If not, can
No, unfortunately, we can't do that, because, you see, we need to, but,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take the last question for sports because we need to wrap up and those who are connected.
How about skateboarding?
That is for
So-
20. Assistant Caroline is going to answer it now. Although she's not in sports, she's going to answer it.
So we are actually working on that, and I actually got amazing contact yesterday from a person who actually teaches skateboarding. They actually have events that they go to, and they actually make training sessions. They had one yesterday, they're having one this coming Saturday, so before you leave, we can talk.
And by the way, bring the camera here. I hope our Cape Town family is connected. I spoke to them a while ago that they should do it because the the skateboarding trend there is powerful. If they're not doing it, they will start very soon. Don't worry. One phone call, I'm far physically, but a phone call brings things closer. Last one, we're going to have universities and uniforce, and the mentors start preparing. I think you guys should start going already, and I will remain just with the YPG members here. Go for it, Morewa.
Cool. Sanbanani, good afternoon. I am Caroline, and I will be representing universities and uniforce. So basically, when it comes to universities, our task is to form visionary youth. What we basically do is prepare the youth to transition between campus to corporate. So preparing them from them to get out of the comfort zone of being at school, whether it's high school or university, and to get into the corporate world. We help you with career guidances, we help you with creation of CVs, we actually also help with tutoring if you're still in high school and you need help, you need guidance in order for you to get great marks, to get bursaries, to get learnerships and internships. We also help with that. So technically, our job is to make you very smart. So when it comes to uniforce, this is us coming together to make sure that we do good for everybody that we can assist, from orphanages to old age homes. We come together and give to others what we can afford to give. Some people are not privileged enough to have everything that they need, so we are here to give a helping hand. But more than that, we also have, as part of universities, I almost said medical aid. What's the word? First aid, not medical aid, sorry. So we also have first aid sessions that we do have. If you are interested, please let your coordinator know. But when it comes to universities and the rest of the project, we meet every Saturday from 12:30. If what we have presented here is not in your branch, please do reach out to your coordinator, and you are more than welcome to come join us in Park Station.
All right. Give your mentors a round of applause. I hope I can answer it because they're going.
Is it possible to do arts and culture and media at the same time?
You can do more than one project. The only thing is that, for example, here they take place simultaneously. So unless you can split yourself in two, or you can choose to go one Saturday to one and then the other to the next until you find whichever one you fit in better. All right? And for those who are connected, I know that in some branches it's difficult for you guys to have all the different projects here, but I do believe that most of the more basic projects, everyone can have that. And that is the most important part of the YPG, because each and every one of these here, they keep us busy, they keep us going. So your mentors are gone, but I know more or less those of you who are involved in these projects, since they're gone, when we finish here, you guys will be able to go and to sign up. Those who are here for the first time, you're going to be more than welcome to go and sign up, and together we are going to eat the sweets and the snacks which they left here. Together we are going to, yes or no? Together as one. That's our slogan. So the coordinators, the mentors who are connected, do make sure that you guys go to that, I'm going to wrap up today with the theme of the week. What do I have here? It's a very weird one, but if I come closer to you, what do I have here? What is this? Huh? What do I have here? What is this here? What is this here? Huh? What is this here? What is this here? Pay attention to the buttons which are here. Huh? Just don't press because the lights are going to go off. And it's going to close the doors. One button. What is it?
Remote control.
Are you sure? What is this here? You don't know. It's got a screen here. That's why it's confusing you guys. Huh? What is it?
It's a remote.
Are you sure? Have you noticed the buttons there?
It's still a remote.
What do the buttons tell you?
I don't know. So let me see. So there's a volume. So that means it's a remote because there's a volume and a channel.
It's the volume and a channel button. The on button is here at the top. I don't know why this remote has a screen here. I've never seen the touch screen here. Never. What is this?
It's a remote.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
What do you do with a remote control? Huh? Most of us did not live in the time and age of those televisions that didn't have remote. Imagine life without the remote back in the days. We had to get up. Or probably you get the youngest one. Ewan, are you the youngest? Go and change the channel. Or raise the volume. Or those TVs which you'd have to take something and throw it so that... Last week we did the one of the television where you guys were even doing the whole thing of the network and so forth. Not the network, what do you call it? Signal, ne? Signal. We know network and Wi-Fi now. But either way, I believe everyone knows more or less at least the basics of a remote control. It'll help you select what you want. It's got the menu, the info, the guides, the exit, volume up, volume down, channel plus or channel minus, you know, where you're free to select. There are numbers here usually for you to input something, to choose what you're going to do. Different remotes. Some are bigger, some are smaller, some are weird, like this one here with the touch. I don't know why the screen here, but it's pretty cool though. But I don't know, someone said it's a iPhone. Future iPhone maybe, I don't know. But a very interesting feature about a remote is the fact that in most cases, if you're not watching live TV or depending how it is, you can actually have a special button. There's one button which I know I use a lot. And even if you don't use the remote, but you use, for example, YouTube on your phone, when you miss something, what do you do? What do you do? You rewind. Why do you rewind? To watch it again. To capture what you probably missed. To keep up with maybe sometimes, it happens a lot at home, where I'll be watching, and then my wife will say something specifically when the guy's saying something I want to hear, and he says, 1 + 1 is, and then she asks, what do you want to eat today? I'm like, Ish, I wanted to know what 1 + 1 is. Now I don't know. What will I do? Rewind. Imagine in life if we could do that. Imagine that exam which trapped you because you didn't study, because you went to go chill with your friends or you're on WhatsApp the whole day. Imagine you could press rewind and go back. No, not write again. You could study. No shortcuts, write again. You can go back and say, remember we were supposed to go chill and hang out nap, bro. We'll do it another weekend because this weekend, what am I going to do? I'm going to study. Imagine in life if we had the remote button. Socks, I don't know if you can bring this camera here in the middle because then I need to keep moving that side and facing there. If you can. That's pretty long cable. Make a way there just to put it in the center. Imagine that in life. If you could rewind, if there was a life rewind button, think about it. For those who are online, sorry, they're going to be moving here and there, but they'll sort you out just now. Imagine, how far back do you think you would go back? If there was a rewind button in life, how far back would you go?
Yo, way back.
Way back. 2 weeks ago.
No. Since a kid.
Since a kid. How far back would you go if you could have a rewind button in life?
Well, I think in my early years of high school.
Early years of high school. And you're matric this year, ne? Let me go to the guy here who literally raised his hand to answer the question. How far back would you go?
I would go back to grade 9.
Why grade 9?
Because a lot happened.
Good things.
Good and bad.
Good and bad. Okay. Let me. Okay, you want to answer? Fine.
5 months ago, because like that month was probably the best month of my life.
Interesting. 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 This side. How far back would you go?
2 years back.
2 years back. Why?
No, 1 year back. In my 1 year back in my matric.
Back to your matric. So first year is showing you flames. Okay. How far back would you go?
2017.
Why 2017?
Because there are mistakes that I have to fix. So
You would go back to 2017 and undo the mistakes you committed. Who agrees with her? You would go back as well for the mistakes you committed. Who agrees? Who agrees? Almost everyone. I raise both my hands and feet and head with you. I would go back. I think I would go back. I'd go back to 2009. I'd go back to 2009. I feel like that year I could have made many good choices and made a huge impact in people's lives in a positive way, and I made them in a bad way. But guess what, guys? In life, there is no rewind button. So you got to keep moving. You got to keep moving. There's no reverse, and that's today's theme, the reverse. In our minds, how many times do we play back the things we did wrong, and in our minds we're like, Aish, I should have done it that way. And you keep reliving that moment where? In your mind. But guess what? In life, you can't go back. But there is one thing that you can do. And there is a moment, a thing in our lives which we can do. We can choose to keep going. You can try to pause it. Many have stopped in their lives or are paused in life because of their bad decisions in the past. And they tell themselves, I'm stuck because of the past. You can't rewind it, you can't go back. But one thing you can always do is to play. Play is just carry on. You can't fast forward. Sometimes we wish we can fast forward. Most of you would like to fast forward to end your exams. Most of you would like to end or press fast forward to finish up with varsity. But guess what? You can't do that. You can only play and let time go. But you also do choose the decisions, the actions, and the choices you make in your life. She was sharing something. 2017, she would go back. I'd also do the same as if I could, but I can't. But one thing I can do is today to make right decisions to change tomorrow. If you are perhaps right now depressed, if you are someone who is dying on the inside, if you are someone who's broken, maybe as a result of things which took place in the past, maybe not even your choice, maybe it's not even a decision you took. You were rejected, you were abused, you were cast aside, you were bullied, you were abused, or whatever it is. You can't go back. But you can choose the decisions and the choices you make today to change tomorrow. And make your tomorrow to be great, to be successful, depending on your choices and your decisions. Now I would like to ask you, are you going to be stuck where you are? Those who are connected with us, are you going to be stuck forever? Allow yourself to remain still in that position forever? Are you going to be reliving in your mind the bad choices and bad decisions you took in the past and live out of those regrets? Or are you going today to take a decision and say, I'm going to change tomorrow based on the decisions of today? That's a choice. That's a decision. I can't make for you. You can't make it for me. You can't make it for anyone. But that decision you can take at the moment you say, I'm no longer going to live my life in reverse. And I know that many of us have suffered because of our past. I know that many of you are suffering because of your past. Stop replaying and rewinding in your mind what you did and what you could have done. You need to start playing in your mind and in your actions what you can do when. Talk to me, YPG. What you can do now. The opportunity is given to us every day. Every single day of our lives, there is an opportunity for us to succeed, to overcome, and to turn the tables. Maybe you're suffering because of your decision, or maybe you're suffering not out of your decision, but what tomorrow is made of only depends on you, your choices, your decisions. And this is what I would like to share with all of you today. I'm not going to extend this any longer. I just want you to think. A new year is coming. And everybody starts the new year with these lines. Happy New Year. Firecrackers. Everybody's lighting up the crackers. Light it up, light it up. Who of you light up crackers end of year? Yo, lots of you guys don't even invite me. I'm going to buy this here. I want to buy it. Or as we call it in South Africa, crickets. Then people excited. Happy New Year. Woo! They get drunk, they get wasted, they get high. They say, this year, nah. Last year, yeah, but this year. It's my year, exactly. It's my year. Nah, 2023, it's on. You're going to see. You didn't see me this year, but next year. 2023, nah, I'm going to kill it. I'm going to get 80s and 90s. That's what you said in grade 7. 2023, I'm going to lose weight. You are losing your hatred for food every day. 2023, now I'm going to put my life in order. You know, in 2023, I've been a double up YPG member. I come here, I do things underground. I'm dating underground, try to keep it from my coordinator, from my mentor to know I'm a double up, I smoke. Sometimes I come, sometimes I don't come. Sometimes I don't come because I was high from last night and I don't want them to see my red eyes the following day. 2023, now I'm done with alcohol. 2023. I'm no longer going to chill with Pilo, with Mbali, with them. I'm no longer chilling with you guys because you guys make me to smoke and get high. It's done. I'm changing my crew. I'm now going to chill with Sizwe, who's a good guy, and so forth, and he's got his chain around here. I'm going to chill with him. Everybody starts the year with that. But when you see the new year coming, they're doing the same things they were doing or even worse than before. Or let me say, they expect different results by doing the same things. If you want new results, if you want new things in your life, you need to stop doing the old. And that's a decision which you should stop postponing. You should do it now. Your life will change the moment you say, I'm no longer going to do things the way I've been doing. I'm going to do things differently. And that's a decision you can make. Only you can make it for yourself. Who understood what I said here, YPG? I don't want you to be average. I don't want you to be mediocre. Those of you here, those of you there in Soweto, those of you in Kagiso, those of you in Cape Town, those of you in Kimberley, those of you in Kwakwa, those of you in Cape Town, Durban, in Gqeberha, those of you in Kimberley, wherever you are in Uppington, those of you who maybe there's just 2 or 3 of you there right now. You were not called by God to be average, but you were called to be great. But you can only be great when the decisions you make are great. When the choices you make, by the way, they will require sacrifice. Sacrificing that bad friendship. Sacrificing that crew. Sacrificing those people. Yo, PJ, that you're telling me, because this is the only people who are cool with me are these ones. If I don't have these friends at school, I'll be walking alone. I'd rather walk alone to success than walk on the road to failure with a bunch of people. I'd rather have no one with me in the road to success than have this amount of friends hollering at me on the way to failure. But whose decision is that? Whose decision is that? Talk to me. Point. Show me the person. Let me see. Don't hurt yourself. But yes, that's it. The rewind button, not available. But maybe you've been reversing or rewinding in your mind. But today, you're going to take this decision to do what's right. Don't do it based on the motivation. You know that motivation, ding, ding. There's even a song playing in the background, ding, ding, ding. Yeah, no, today's the day. And you decide. Or when we were kids and we watched superhero movies and we wanted to be Spider-Man, we all because we saw the movie. That's how some of you behave here after the hangout. No, it's done. Today it's done. Then you go back the old ways. That's because there was no decision here. You're living on the rewind button. Is this that I'm telling you going to be easy? Definitely not. It's going to be difficult. But anything great we want to achieve requires sacrifice. Please stand up, everyone. So heavy remote, this one here. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, this remote was when they built the cathedral and it would control lights and screens. It was a multi-purpose remote. Please close your eyes. And I'd like you to think about your life, your choices, and your decisions. Think about the actions you've been taking in your life. Because perhaps you're living in the past, living out of the bad choices, the bad decisions you've made in your life in the past. And up until this point, you were broken, you were hurt, you're injured. You don't know what to do. You don't know which direction to take. But we are here to say to you that the past does not need to define your future. If you take a decision in your life to proceed to move forward and to take the right decisions. To take the right decisions sometimes hurts. It even hurts at times those who are around us. Maybe there's that one friend who's always been there for you, who's always ready to assist you in the hard times. He or she was there to offer you that drink, to offer you that smoke. But you know that that friend is also leading you to walk your life in circles. Maybe you suffered an abuse, rejection, and ever since that took place, you told yourself, really, there's no solution for me. You've been replaying that terrible event in your mind. We're here to say to you that you can get out of it. You can change your life. I'm going to invite you all to pray. I know some of you are here for the first time. I don't want you to become religious. I don't want you to become church goers. I want you to become intelligent people who learn the intelligent faith. You're going to share with God and you're going to say to Him what you've told no one. You're going to say to Him what you've never said to anyone and make Him understand what's going on inside of you. Maybe you're shy, you're afraid to share this with anyone, but you will share it with God, with the one who can take this tear and transform it into tears of joy. Please feel free and speak to God right now. Pray to Him. Tell Him, God, I don't want to live this way anymore. My life has been on reverse. My entire life, my choices, my actions, my decisions, I've been living my life on reverse. I've been making choices, making decisions which have destroyed my life. My present is destroyed because of my past. But in this present, I take the decision to make wise and sound decisions, choices for my future. Go ahead and speak to Him. Tell Him what is going on. Tell Him what is happening in your life. Tell Him what is happening in your life, in your ways. Tell Him, yes, my Lord. Listen to their prayers. Listen to each and every one of them. I don't know what they're going through. Maybe they were here happy, enjoying themselves, laughing, but only they know what's really going on in their lives. I pray for those who are connected with us, I pray that you may transform them. Whatever has been going on, maybe even in the YPG, they're demotivated to be there. They simply came today because they were invited to connect, but they are hurt. My Jesus, I ask you to bring a complete transformation in their lives. In the name of Jesus, let me pray for you. My God, bring the peace they require. Bring the transformation in their lives right now. And let it be clear that you've chosen them. No matter how close or how far they are from us here. May they perceive that you are here and you want to change their lives. You want to give them peace, complete peace, and help them overcome those who have been crying because of their past decisions, their bad choices. My God, I pray for them, that you may give them strength to forgive themselves and to forgive others. But especially themselves, because I know many don't forgive themselves. Lord Jesus, I bless them all. And I surrender the work of the YPG in South Africa in your hands. In the name of the Lord Jesus, say amen. Amen. I'm not going to be always where you are. Your mentor is not going to be always where you are. But God is wherever you are. Those of you who are here for the first time, I repeat, I don't want you to become fanatics, but I want you to learn the perfect equilibrium, the perfect balance between your Christian life, your life with God, and being a young person who enjoys life. Because many think that to enjoy life is doing stupid stuff. I'm enjoying life. Serving God, but I'm enjoying life. I enjoy my life. I love my life. I love the moments I'm with you guys. Yesterday, we were there at Mill Park. I had fun, and we were exhausted from the night vigil, but we had fun. We were there. This coming Saturday, we are going to have the sports amongst the different nations, the soccer, the netball. You guys are going to be versing each other. You're going to bring your teams. You're going to have chess, all of that. But the most important is not that you succeed in the field, in the court, but that you succeed in your life as a whole. And that's what God chose you for. And if anyone has said to you that you're a loser, that you're useless, I want you to put this inside of you. God has chosen you to be great. Not to be an average or mediocre person, but for you to be great. Say, I was born to conquer. Say, I was born to be great. Now you're going to turn to this person next to you and say, you were born to be great. But put some vibes there. Put some sauce there. The way you guys are saying it. You guys are going to tell Invincible, you were born to be great. Tell them. You were born to be great. Tell them the same. You were born to be great. You guys are not convincing them. Just because they have the trophy, the winner's trophy. Let me show to the rest of South Africa. I don't know there in your branches, but here in Park Station, the current champions of Park Station is the Nation of Impact. That one there, show them. Don't show me how. Yeah, they don't look like champions at all. They're not convincing. And then there is a nation here. Don't show them. We have what we call the dummy trophy. As you can see, it's broken. This is for the nation which comes in last place. There is a nation here who's holding that trophy. Show that nation. Just for that. Just because of that. Then we have here the nation of flawless. Where's the socks? We have the nation of flawless, and we have the nation of unbeatables. Tell them. Okay. Tell them that they are great. Tell them, go, you are great. Oh, sorry, you're born to be great. Sorry, yeah, sorry. Tell them the same. You see? Here we are a family. We have the war here. Throughout the year, we have the war. But at the end of the day, we are a family. We're going to end the hangout now. But we are together. We are united as one. I'm alone today, so the mentors aren't here. But when they finish, if you want to wait a little bit, as soon as the mentors are done, you're going to speak to them. I need those who are assisting in the projects not to eat, but to be there in order to be able to register those For example, Don, go there for the soccer. Tobegile here with netball. Lisa, you can help there in uniforce. Those who are in the PCA class, they can assist here. And then you guys are going to be speaking to your respective nations. The vice leaders speak and sort out your nations. If you have, for example, someone who hasn't been coming, you will come here to the archangels or the watchmen. You can write down. It's written here. It's written here. There they have the clipboards where you guys can write down their contact, someone you want us to get in touch with. If you want to join the secretaries, the clipboard is there. Here the clipboard is here. The media, you guys are going to write it down. And never forget that we were born to be great. Tá ligado? YPG! YPG! Those of you who are online, please send us the videos of your reactions. Send us the videos, send us pictures. I want to see how it was there by you. Am I forgetting anything? Am I forgetting anything? Offering. Oh, okay, yeah. We'll have it here. We can go online there. You guys can present your offerings there. And here you guys can lay it there on the altar, just behind the banner. God bless you all, and bye-bye. Those who are there, you can disconnect. Okay? Then those